So through his word, he has spoken to us. Another way you can tell that our God is so close to us. Yes? The breath. Yes? Looking at the nature. Okay. We all say that the God of all creation, the God of all what? Creation, who brought the sun, moon, and the stars into existence. Now, this is our God. And we know that our God did what? Created us. He created us. And then there was what? Sin. When sin came into this world, Adam and Eve, when they sinned, was God hungry? Was he hungry? Because he had already given them what? Instructions. To do what? To obey. But they did not. When they sinned, did God leave them? He did not. He did not. When they found themselves that they are what? They are naked. He is the one who did what? Clothed them. They feared, but God came to them and said, and gave them what? A chance. He gave them instruction that because you have done this and this, you are going to do what? To have a chance. And then we find out that he sent his only son to do what? To die for us, so that we can get his kingdom. Whoever believes in him shall not do what? Perish. But he should have the everlasting life which is preparing for us. Now, the same God who unleashes his infinite power to create the universe unleashes that infinite power to defeat the forces of evil that wage the battle for our souls. I asked one lady, and she told me that she doesn't believe that there is God. And then I asked him, why do you say so? And she told me she was born in his family. They don't go to church. And they know that when a person dies, that is the end of it. And then I asked her, do we have the devil in the world? Do we have the devil? Then he said, yes, we have the devil. So she believes that there is the devil, but she knows that there's no what? There's no God. And then I didn't have anything to explain to her. But she told me that come to my desk and we have more, we talk more. That's what she told me. But she told me, remember, you cannot change me. That's what she told me. Even if you are coming to my desk, I've already known, and you cannot even do what? Change me. Then I didn't go. I didn't go. Because I was at work. I was where? At work. Doing what? Working. To make what? Money. So we have a chance whereby God has told us that we need to do what? To preach to the world. That his name to be what? To be known. But we don't. We are always what? Busy looking for the things of the world. Now, we have the devil in this world. And God knows that we have what? The devil, the deceiver. And God knows that the deceiver is doing what? Is deceiving the world. Now, how are we going to fight this devil? How are we going to fight him? Somebody to read the book of 2 Corinthians 5:17. What does it say? 2 Corinthians 5:17. Mm-hmm. That if any man has who? Christ. He becomes what? A new creature. Now, if you don't have Christ, whom do you have? Yes? You are of the world. You have the devil. You are not new. But if you have Christ in you, you leave the things of the world and you start what? A new journey. Heading to the place where he has already prepared for us. Acts 17:27. What does it say? The book of Acts. Yes. So where is our God? Is he close? Yes? If you seek him, is not far from where? From us. When you seek him. So our God is so close that if you seek him, you will do what? You will find him. What about the book of Colossians 1:17? What does it say? Yes? Read again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what does it say? That he is the maker, he is the creator, that all things, that he existed before all things. So which means that he is what? He is the creator. He knows you more than you know yourself. Let me read something here. The theologians talk about the transcendency of God. This is the idea that God exists above and over all of the creation. But they also talk about the immanence of God. And this is the idea that God also somehow exists within our world, and as biblical history shows, is intricately and intimately involved in it. Though the Lord dwells in a high and a holy place, he also is within him who has contrite and humble spirit. As Jesus himself said, talking about his faithful followers, he said in the book of John 17:23. Can somebody read John 17:23? What does it say? Yes. He says that I in them and you in what? In me. That they may be made perfect in me. And that the world may not know that you have sent me. Now, let me ask you a question. How many are ready to go to heaven if Jesus comes right now? Everybody needs to go to heaven. Now, we are seated here, and then we hear the trumpets. And then and then there is what? An earthquake. Are you going to fear? Yes? Are you going to fear? Or you'll be ready? Okay. How many want to die? Yes? Do you fear death? Do you fear death? So let it come and you die. So if you hear that there is something like the tornado is coming, you just stay there. You will run because you don't want to die. Now, why is our God delaying not to come, right? It's not coming. Yes? He wants us to do what? To change. But we are doing what? We are not changing. He has given us a chance. He always gives us, is always giving us, we can say that he's a God of what? Many chances. But we don't want to do what? To follow his instructions. Very simple instructions. But because we have the deceiver, he has read the Bible and he knows the Bible very well. But he uses the Bible to do what? To deceive you. He's saying that I in them and you in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that you have sent me and have loved them as you have loved me. For you to become perfect, you have to have Christ in you. There must be Christ in you for you to become what? Perfect. I remember a story whereby, and I remember I said it last time, that our Christ or our God is too big that he gets in you. When he's filled in you, what comes out from you is Christ. Christ-like. Christ-like. That he needs to, you need to fill your body with Christ. And everything which comes from you is what? Christ-like. We need to change our character. We need to change our character so that we can have the character which is Christ-like. It reads here, can somebody read the book of Isaiah 57:15? What does it say? Isaiah 57:15. Yes. So where is the mighty? Where is he? He is in the holy place. He is in the holy place. Now, he's preparing us so that we can go to the place which is holy. How are we going there? Can anybody go there? Yes? Holy place. Holy place. He is in the holy place. Which means that you need to be holy for you to do what? To be in that place. So ask yourself, what am I not doing? What am I going to do to have or to live with him in that holy place which is preparing for us? Ask a question. Ask a friend a question. Are we heading the right way? Are we going there? Acts 17:28. Acts 17:28. What does it say? For we are also of what? We are also his offsprings. For in him we will live and move and have our beings. As a certain also of your own poets have said, for we are also of his offsprings. So, are we the offsprings of God? Yes. He needs us. He wants us to be where? To be with him. But we need to become a new creature. Not of this world, but somebody who is renewed. Renewed. And fill yourself with Christ-like character in you so that we can be with him or live together. The writer says here, let me read what the writer says, that the God, he said that, but also who works in us to give us new hearts, to purge us of sin and make us into new creatures in Christ. What a powerfully comforting thought to realize our God. A God of such power loves and cares for us. A God of such power loves and cares for us. So are we working by ourselves so that we can have the place which is preparing for us? He's here. He's trying to do what? To make you change. He's giving you the correct words. He's guiding you so that we can do what? We can have the place which is preparing for us. So it's either you choose him or you choose what? The devil. So if you are not with our God, you are with who? With the devil. So the only thing we need to do what? Is to follow his instructions, to follow his word, so that we can have the kingdom which is preparing for us. So what have we learned today? You have learned today that our God is close to us. We need to change our what? Our character. To have our God, you need to do what? Yes? You have to find him. If you find him, he is where? He is close to us. Now, I want somebody, a volunteer, to pray the students, asking God to help them to understand more deeply and completely how his creative power can change their lives. Somebody to pray for the students. The students are asking God to help them to understand more deeply and completely how his creative power can change their lives. Why do we say students? Because in these schools where our kids go, there is a lot happening there. That's why when we always take our kids to school, we want to know their teachers. We want to know the biography of the teacher who's teaching your kid so that you can know, because he spends all of his time with who? With your kid. The way he behaves, your kid is doing what? Is watching. And what is he teaching or she teaching your kids? If he is a lesbian, he has to teach your kid to be what? To be a lesbian. The character which the teacher has, always, it normally goes to our kids because they spend most of the time, you are at home, the kids are at school with the teacher. Now, I want somebody to pray for the students, asking God to help them to understand more deeply and completely how his creative power can change their lives. Can we stand as we close?